Welcome to our demo on work planning application in RAPISURV. As you can see here on screen, this is your typical dashboard, and this is how your homepage will look like. And now to go into the work planning application, you'll navigate to applications here, and you will select work planning. So here you have the option to open the existing plan, create a new plan, or import from external system. Using this import function is how you can upload a structure from Excel and it automatically create a WBS for you in RAPISURV. That is one way to create a WBS. Or you can start by creating a new plan here. As you select your project, you define your start date and end date. So let's say this plan is starting from today and it's ending in 2025 July 17, and then I create. So here I have the option to build out my project structure here, the WBS. So this is how your structure will look like. You have the hierarchy, the project, and then you have an element, an item, and then you can have work, subtask, and milestone. The mandatory ones are element and item. You must have at least one element and one item for your structure to be built. So I can build by adding structure objects one at a time. Like if I click on add WBS, I can use that to build my structure. Or a quicker way would be to use the template. So if I've created some template in my system, for example, I have this template called British Columbia template. I will select this, and you can see the template is copied over. I have a full structure here. If I'm happy with this, I just click proceed, and now I have my structure. This structure, because this project, this real estate house, has an existing bill of quantity in the system because everything is integrated. So I can link my WBS to my contract structure. So here I may want to create a relationship. So let's say, for example, I have this element, windows and doors lintel. Let's say they are related to prep work. I will go here and edit, and I will select what are the elements that these ones are related to. And then you can see this changed to linked, right? So what's the item underneath? Concrete work. This changed to linked. So this way I can link everything that I'm doing to something in the contract and create a relationship there. So if I'm happy with what I've done, I could save it, right? So save, and then I can jump to charts. And then when you jump to chart here, you have the structure and you can begin to plan. So your planning could be bottom up, which will give you free planning option to plan from top down, however you want to plan. Top down rather, sorry. You can go bottom up. So with bottom up, you have the option to plan at the work and the subtask level, and then the parents will be automated by default. So whatever date you set on the lower level will be inherited by the parent. You will not be able to change the dates. As you can see, the parents, the element and items are grayed out in this case of bottom up. And then I will go back to top down where everything is open, and then you can plan on every line from the parent to the child, or from the child to the parent. And also we have the issues here. So the integration in the system allows any issue that have days or time impact to show up in your work plan, so that you can see whatever they are, and then you adjust your plan accordingly, and you can delete the issues from it. And then this year drop down shows you, the year's coverage, so that you can see more on screen, whatever you're working with. So now you see, because this project is starting in October 2024 and ending in July 2025, I have year 2024 and 2025 here. So it shows you what, how easy is it for you to navigate on your screen, and then you can see what is happening on your project. So here is as easy as just selecting the dates, right? So you have your date here, and then you start to build your structure. And when you build the structure, it's going to look something like this. So you can build out a full structure. This gray colors. These are parents, elements, and items are always in that gray color. This deep blue color, that's work item, and then this light blue is the subtask level, and this smaller line, the thinner line in orange, that is actual dates, that's actual work done, and then of course the milestone is the brown diamond. So that's what those structures mean. And then you can enter your actual dates here. So here we have the planned dates, and here you have the actual date, and you can also manage your progress. So actually, to see those view, if I don't want to be moving my chart back and forth, I can change my view. So here I'm using the default view. I can go to grid view, that way I hide the charts, then I can see everything happening here, my progress, my status. I can see everything I'm managing. And if I wanted to see only the chart, I go to charts, and then I can see my chart here. So I go back to default. That is how it's the work plan looks like, and that's how it managed in RAPISURV. So on the creation method, I talked about creating by template, which I showed you. Now, if you wanted to create the template, you might wonder, how do I get the template? You go to settings, right? So when you go to settings in RAPISURV, so here, then you go to work plan settings, and then you can create your template here. So look at this one. This is the British Columbia template I talked about. You can create a new template, you give it a name, and then you build out the structure, or you can import. So we give a template for how the structure looks like in Excel. We provide that file, you can upload it, and then the template will be created for you in the system. It's quick, it's two-click thing. Select your file and click create, and your template structure is created. It's so fast in RAPISURV. The other option I will want to quickly show you is how to manually build the template. So to manually build the template, I'm back on this work plan WBS building page. So I can go here. You can see here there is nothing here. So I can go here and say element first. Like I said, you need to always have an element, at least one element and one item. So yeah, let's call this foundation. Saving this. And see here we have element foundation, then add another one. So let's add this as foundation item, whatever name in your work, depending on what you're building. And now I want to create, let's say I have a milestone here. I would say site mobilization. I have milestone. Now I can start to add the work. So here I have clearance. It's another work line. I have cutaway. Cutaway debris. And let's see, I have here remove trees. So this is manually building out the structure. If I wanted to see how my structure is looking like, I do preview, and you can see your structure here has replaced that placeholder, and you can continue to build. So another work here, I have excavation. You can see here the structure continues to get added, and once you become happy with what you have, you proceed, and then you have the structure here, and you can link to contract if there was a bill of quantity for that. Otherwise you save your WBS, and then you can jump to charts and start to build out the chart for that project. So the other part that I did not show, copying estimate, it's the same as copying templates. You just copy. If there's an estimate in the system will build out a structure for you based on the estimate. And for the upload, I'm just going to show you how that looks like. So now I want to create from using the upload function. I'm selecting which project I want to create for. I'm selecting my start and finish date. let's say this will finish in December 2024, and then I go to select my, so I have a file for work plan upload here, open, create structure, and structure is created. So we just those few clicks I've built out the whole structure, and I can begin to manage the structure just like I would for any other structure. I can start to link elements, and then it will start to show us linked. Whatever that item is here, it's going to show me as linked. So let me link this to substructure. See here, it's easier to see that it's linked. This is linked, and that is how to manage a work plan in RAPISURV. I hope you have enjoyed this. If you have more questions, you may please reach out. Thank you.